confusion.
From Joseph. Jack. Saw straight, stretched down.
Bless you.
He shoulder with the bar. Stretched down. To the right. To the middle. To the left. That's the middle. Sit down. Down. Stretch forward. Left foot in. Stretch forward. You're fine with that name? Switch. Third floor. You're fine with that name? Yeah, that's why you can get them. Third floor. The light.
While you're stretching, the Christmas parade is Thursday night. I know some of y'all are gonna be in that. So I understand we're gonna have a small class. We're still gonna have class for the ones who are gonna be here, but keep in mind, if you're coming to class, don't come across Main Street, because it's all gonna be blocked from around the circle to get here. How many of y'all are gonna be in the parade or at the parade? Okay.
The light.
Next thing, not this Saturday, but the following Saturday, on the 10th, it's gonna be our Christmas party. 10th at 2 o'clock, right here. It's a potluck kind of deal. For those of you who don't know what that means, it means everybody is supposed to bring a dish. Whatever your favorite dish is, I really like ice cream, see? 2 o'clock, there's a sign-up board inside that door on the whiteboard for who's gonna bring what. I will put out a reminder to the families tomorrow. Then, oh yeah, I've spoken to some of the younger students in the kids class. Some of them are interested in doing the full contact fighting again. Mr. Logan says he's retired. He harasses me all the time about trying to get into fights. It is starting to come back. There's starting to be more and more events. There's actually one on the 10th, but it's up above Atlanta. So I'm sorry if I'm not driving 5 hours. One way. For that. So anybody who's interested in doing the full contact fighting, it is not the bare knuckle style if you're under 18. So don't expect to go in there and go bare knuckle. Once you turn 18, you can fight at the bare knuckle. This is with pads on and with the boots and helmet, but you're still doing the same type of fighting. January 28th, we've been invited to attend a clinic. It's an invitation-only clinic. It's just a handful of, how should I phrase this? True expert Japanese martial artists, in Atlanta.
Back to the middle.
So if you're interested in going to that, it's a fighting clinic. We'll be putting together a little crew to go to that. Mr. Gary White, who is one of the highest ranking people out of the Mike Foster International Yoshikai system, he is putting that on. He's been around 50 years, been around way longer than I have. So he'll be putting that on, and we've been invited to come to that. I know we're gonna go, so anybody wants to go to that, we'll talk more about that when it gets here.
Or,
Leave anything off, Joe?
straightforward.
This term is not to the end of February, so.
Potential clinic.
Yeah, I wanna think about that some more, about how, yeah, I'll think about that, more before I put that out.
Are you doing these before?
Done? Let's- You need to stretch your hip more. Let's bow out. Let's go to that and do that. Me too. I heard everywhere from the foot up. Good game. Ready? Let's go ahead. Niju Shichi no Kara.
Niju Shichi no Kara.
Hey. Sun. Tree. Go. Up. Pitch. Pitch. Yeah, man. This okay. Ready? This good. Niju Shichi no Kara.
Niju Shichi no Kara.
Hey. Sun. Tree. Go. Up. Pitch. Pitch. Ew. Sun, tree, go, up, pitch, pitch, do, pitch, hey, sun, tree, go, up, pitch, Full disclosure, for everybody who's curious, as why you Jacoby to stretch your hips, we have re-engaged in our efforts to get physically fit again. So we've both been going to the gym every day, and my body's not used to it. I just hurt. So I knew she already told me that her legs were bothering her, so I knew she had some stiffness issues. Okay, ready? All the undercuts, step back, please. Not the brown belt, all the undercuts. Brown belt, step back, bro. What we're gonna do for the other belts, we're gonna do all the advanced material. You go ahead and sit down with the brown belt on the floor. Let's start with Isaishi. Isaishi, Rohai Shoto, Rohai Dan, Mugen, Sochin. What?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ready? Let's do it. 6.
6.
Wrong foot is standing. Ready, man?
6.
Okay. Ready?
2.
Do it. 6.
6.
Ay. 7. 3. Go. Go. All the way through. All the way to the trap. 1, 2, slow. Push. Tight. Everything tight. Hey. 7. 3. Go. This way. Strong. Remember, it's not takes down kata. Can anybody, black belt special, you know what? I'm not even gonna say special. The other 3 of y'all are black belt candidates now. Can anybody tell me what I mean when I say Nama Te style? Like, what am I talking about when I say that? That big weird thing? But why is it called Nama Te?
Well, what does the word Nahate mean?
2 words, Nama Te. What does Te mean? Karate. Ma'am? Hand. Hand. Te means hand. Karate means empty. Hand. Karate means empty. You ever heard the word karaoke? Kara, empty, oki, stage. Empty stage. That's when people go up and sing, because the stage is empty. Kara means empty. So te, karate, empty hand. Naha is a city in Okinawa. Shuri, Shoden, Naha are the 3 cities that the old styles of karate came from. There's a complex history behind it. I'm not going to get into it. That's a simplified version. But Naha, the primary instructors from that part of the city, just in case you go on Google and look it up so nobody gets confused. The area has grown so big now, so populated now, all the cities have kind of come together. And collectively, it's all called Naha now. The reason it's grown so big is that's where the U.S. military base is, in Okinawa. So, but Naha was one of the villages that the instructor created this particular style of doing karate. The Okinawans and the old Japanese masters, they don't even like to call them styles. They say all karate is the same style. You just got a little bit different method of doing it. So think about it that way. The instructors from that village, they had a certain way of teaching. So what they called was short, tight, tense movements. Particularly Shorei, from the Shorei village, they longer, broad, quick strikes. So that's what you see in like your Hoseki or in Rohasho like that. There's not a lot of slow movement to it. It's just mostly quick and long. All right, enough of that. Switch game. Ready? Let's do it. Right shoulder.
Right shoulder.
Hey. 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 What? Hey! Kill! Just go to the front. Here, just step through. Hey!
Release.
How about going back up the next row, please?
Release. Release.
Okay. Ready? Release. Your way. Brown belt, roll high show again. Front row, roll high down.
Oh my gosh, oh.
Hey! Hey! Fun! Thank you, ma'am. I'll back that in again. Hey! Hey! All the way, right foot steps that way. That's right. What? Hey! Step push. Big push, stay with you that in December.
Release. Release.
Hey! Turn, stop. How's that? Hey!
Release.
Turn. Hey, round of applause, step back.
Release.
Alright, starting to roll high down again. Everybody stand up, please. Thank you, Mr. Hammond. Okay. Ready? Good. High down.
Oh my God.
Hey. Run. Sun. Shady. Go.
Release.
Up. Bench. Bench.
Release.
Bench. Hey. Sun.
Release.
Step experience. Step experience. That's right. Bench. Hey. Sun. Not this Friday, but soon, we will have a fight workout, I'll let y'all know again. It may be on the ninth, I haven't made a mind yet, it's coming soon. Okay? Ready?
Release.
Good. Again.
Good.
Hey. Forgot all of it? Start like session. Your right hand, that's your left. Your left hand. Okay. Now, pitch. Hey. Turn.
Push.
Pitch.
Push.
There you go. Automatic push. Just like you know how to automatic push. Pitch. Hey. All right.
Push.
Pitch.
Push!
Here. Touch. Here we come, man. Here we come. It's been like 3 years since we did it. Coach Gabe? Ready? Do it. Again.
We're good.
Touch. Touch. Step, bring the left shoulder back. Touch. Hey. Son. Touch. Hey. Son. On that.
Push!
Yeah, man. Just ready? Ready? Do it. So chin.
So chin.
Touch.
You never taught me this.
You gotta learn it, okay? Alright. From here, look left on the first count. Your right foot's gonna come in, put your hands tight to your body. About this touching. Yep, there you go. You're gonna step back out, okay? Your back foot's gonna be up. Your hand's gonna shoot this way, and your right hand's gonna turn. Closer in. Yep. Now, you're gonna turn the hip. One block, one punch, one kick, and reverse punch. Okay? Okay, one each. Push. Alright. Your back foot's gonna come in, and your hands to here. Punch. And you look this side. Step out, one front. Okay. Back foot's gonna be up. Back. That's right. Mhm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. You're gonna go to the front. Touch. Mhm. That's right. Back this up. 1, 2. That's right. Good. Now you're gonna go to the back. Touch. Okay.
Push!
Punch, kick, don't punch in. When you kick, you're on the forward. Back here, back face down. Good.
Based on habits.
Yep. Just stop right there. We'll do the rest of the leg. We good?
I forgot the rest of the comment.
Okay. All right. Y'all make me saying, let's go through this again. That's, I'm gonna be honest, you're the one I'm mostly worried about, because you're gonna have a session coming up, but they also need to know it. Okay? Ready? It's the back foot. Every time you come into your Skodashi, like regular Skodashi, it's your back foot's up. Okay, watch that. It's a modified Skodashi. Ready? Do it. Got it in the car. So chin.
So chin.
Oh, I got it in the sunscreen. Hey. Back to it again. Hey. Hey. Hey.
Push!
And if you practice this, okay, you'll step, I think I'll step across the
Stuff on
back.
go to Hasidachi and like lower back this.
This one?
Let's go this route.
Okay. Had it feel it. Okay, next count. I'm sorry. From here, step one, then two. This way. Next count. H, step forward, corner, one, two, go down. Alright. H, up. Gonna be like in, right up, go to show. Going to come straight line. Here. Then, punch across the body. You should jump out. Okay? Hold right there. H. Step all the way through. Pushing. When you're here, when you step to the right foot, you're pushing. Yes, that's right. Then, straight line. Then, right. H. Step. That's right. H. That's right. Hey. Son. Training. Oh. Young man. Everybody on him? I'm using the time. Let me get him. You watch him one time by himself. Okay? Ready? You ready? So chin. So chin. Hey. Hey. Son. Training. Push. H. H. Hey. H. Push. Hey. Son. Push. Training. Go. Push. Let's do it. Simple time. Everybody line back up, please. All right. What I want to do now, I want to break down into groups. Okay. This. Brown belt, Mr. Saints, about each of them. Good. Mr. Kimberly, we're gonna have green belts, okay? So green belts, let's see, what we do. Ooh, there's a phone. How's your station, you ready to stay on? Want to place on, stay on. Let's do it again, okay? You take one. You go cold, you say something. Right? You go Christian. Christian got to learn some sure.
Oh, Chris? Oh.
And I'll let you go, okay? Close, fine. Excuse me. Please. All right. You don't have to sit on all the way. Right. So what I'm gonna do is, I wanna find you, right? I wanna make sure that you're competition ready. Now, there's a difference between what I call passable karate, and good karate. I've heard you talk about it before. Okay. Passable karate means you can do it well enough to get to your test. That you can pass. But that doesn't necessarily mean you do it. Being able to pass the test means you can perform the material. You can punch, I'll give it a punch back. Alright, you can kick, give it back. And it doesn't mean it's where you want to be around. What I'm looking for,
Actually,
I'm pretty sure it's.
Okay. Alright.
Okay, everybody pause. I know y'all are kind of in a spot, like, so, I know everybody's in a spot, but you should be in a spot you can remember where you're at. Let me explain this to everybody at the same time, I'm telling you what else is. I want to explain two different things. Number one, passive karate versus good karate. How many of y'all have never heard me talk about that before? So everybody's going to talk about passive karate versus good karate. Okay, so that I won't rehash that, so I'll just explain that to them. Let's talk about what you're teaching, who you're teaching to, okay? And this is a topic that I talk about quite a bit with other instructors and different instructor groups. Sometimes you have a student who just is more capable. They're more capable. It comes to them naturally. Either athletic or their mind is geared for it, whatever it is, they're just able to grasp it better. And sometimes you get a student who has that ability and they want to be pushed. When you have that combination of natural ability and a desire to be pushed, guess what your instructors do? They push that student a little harder. They give that student a little bit more. They're really working with that student a little extra. It's got nothing to do with favoritism, it's got everything to do with ability and desire. So, when you're teaching somebody, this is the light goes and the light goes, and it's all people who help teach. When you're teaching somebody, you ran into this yesterday, you know, it's really funny to you. You can't push somebody that's incapable of grasping. If they've gotten everything they can out of it, that's as far as you're going to get them. Understand? And when you try to push them beyond that point, you're just going to frustrate yourself and them. So you have to recognize everybody's potential, everybody's limits. But if I have a student who is capable and willing and wants to learn, I'm going to throw everything I've got into that student and really pull it out of them. So sometimes, and maybe some of y'all in this room, it may not be, it's not me, it is. It's some of y'all in this room. Some of you got to lean on a little bit harder. Because I know it's in you. You may not recognize it, but I do. So I'm working hard to really drag that out of you. And sometimes, even the best student will come here and go, and you can see it in their demeanor and their face, and they just had it for that day. And you have to recognize that too. So when you're teaching, yes, we want absolutely everything we get out of the students, but you don't want to break somebody down when they're at their breaking point. Well, now the reason I say all of that is come to a very simple point. On 2 or 3 different occasions here in the last several months, I've been accused of having favors. That's been said openly, publicly. So, Mr. Sampson, have I ever treated you with anything other than respect? I've treated you disrespectfully before. Mr. Sember? Mr. Logan? Mr. Ramon? Mr. Alex? Mr. Pam? I've been doing this for a long time. I do my dead level best to treat everybody equally as far as their person goes. But as far as your karate ability goes, I'm going to work as hard as you let me. That makes sense? So if it looks like I've got favorites, don't look at what I'm giving, look at what's being asked of me. Maybe not verbally, you may not come to me and say, hey, I want to do this. I can see it in the way you approach things. I can see it when you're sweating, you're going hard, you're like really trying. Sometimes you're asking questions, is it this way or that way, you're really fine-tuning things. And in the back of my mind, I'm going, okay, this one wants to know. This one that little bit of extra. So I get it. But I'm not gonna take a student who doesn't want it and force it on them. Pointless, right? So I'm gonna say that, I'm gonna say it in a very simplified manner, y'all heard me say this before. I can teach you everything you wanna know about karate, and I don't mean anything. Now, if you tell me you wanna learn it, if I don't know it or understand it, or don't see it where you see it, I'll research it, okay? But I can't give you or make you possess the spirit for it. You have to bring it. Okay? So, you apply as much as you can. Thank you. I'll take that soapbox over there in the corner. Okay. Ready? You ready? You want to show up? You want to see him? Just straight leg, stand.
Don't do so.
Say your knees, don't move. Look perfect. Go. Stop. When you come into this position, make sure you turn. Get your knees together. Turn your body. And you go straight down.
You down one, so that you itch, punch.
Your body stands until that back foot snaps, turn straight. Now you're going to go. Just like you were thinking. Thank you. Very careful. When you come in, there's no introduction you do here. You're supposed to take everybody up and under your block. You're doing what we call pogo, okay? What a pogo trick is, yeah, you're up and down, yes. So make sure you stretch your knees here. Go. There you go, again. You do your down.
Sir, can you speak up?
What's happening is your elbows.
Can you speak up? You don't have to.
You're doing this. Think about breaking the board. There's a board right here. All right, ready, Matthew? We go with the first thing. Bigger things, little bigger.
And you come up.
Hey!
How do you do this?
Go!
How do you do this?
Backwards, Matthew. Coach Gabe's back. Backwards.
How do you get?
Steve. Work behind your knee, King. Son. There you go. Right. Block. Good. Go in. Bring the knee down. Now together. Right. Hey. Good. Son. Shane. Go.
You don't have to uncomfortable.
Young man.
This.
Okay. Now you just relax. Okay. really focus. You're reaching way too far behind you this way. What I told you about the shoulder, keep that right there. That's all the you move. So you know that. You,
For when you get to here, the account is it a walk? A vertical walk and then go?
Yes.
You just put your foot there.
so go to the left hand, let's look facing that way.
And then you
Go
go.
back. I put it on your right. No, one time, you're up. Okay, then you're gonna go to the front. Go.
Whenever it's
There you go.
like going to
Yeah, more on the diagonal. Go. The diagonal. Go. Yes, a little too much. Overhead. Okay. Go. 9. Now, raise that again. Straight to the front. There you go. Step, push with that shoulder. Go straight, yeah, before the thing. Good, that's right, do it again. Really push with that shoulder. Go. There you go. Go. Push. And that's right, very good, you're pulling that shoulder open as you step. Go. Alright, nice, relax. Okay. Now let's work coming to the back. Okay. I'm gonna tell you this, not for training purposes, but when you're doing competition, the longer you can make that stance, get that stance down, the better you can stretch. I know, but I'm telling you, that's gonna be a difference maker. If you do this and you get that stretch down, this is a good word. You get it. You can work this thing. That's when you don't need it. That's all it does.
Strike.
Here.
Foot forward.
Back.
There you go.
Go. One. Snap here, snap. Make it small. Walk. Yes. Now twist, pop. Back twist, that will be what drives it. Okay.
Now let's go a little bit.
There. Now step. Come here. That's a good word. Open. Good. Just like push. Step out here. And make this push.
And then you don't catch the end of the gate. You swing it forward.
Yes. Here.
So after you do that, here, after you do that,
Right, okay, got it.
is it just around? I thought it was two. That works better for you.
I think there's 2 different questions there, ask it again.
After they go, does it just go straight here?
Yes.
Or is it?
Straight up.
That go better?
Remember,
Okay, the second one goes back.
what you do is when you come out here, don't think about doing this, don't think about coming down that way. Here you're going, what's in this one? I'm gonna go to the side of it, but the new truck should go here and go like that, not like that. So here, and then this way, alright? We'll talk about that later. That's not a big deal. It should be a straight line snap. It's very hard to do. But when you come over, when you bring the truck over, let your hand come out the same.
Yes.
And you feel it quick at the end. Feel the difference?
Okay.
You're timing's off a little bit, your stance is settling, close after your walk. You're trying to get there first. Yes, you can go to here. When you do it slow, so you can see it slow. Yes. Now snap the hips. Good. Then up, and the part's gonna be slow. That's right. Good, good. There you go. All right, go again. Same thing. Yes. Good. So I want you to go with those two arms.
Person's faster than next to
Good. Mr. Matthews, we're gonna work stances here. Good. Okay? Ready? This is what we've got to do. Let's work this one.
I'll be able Yes, yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah. So,
Ready? So it's yours. So, you just have to take it time.
Now with the front end, we'll let those go and the other front end, you can sit in there.
There you go, that's perfect. Look. Introduction, okay, are you fine? You good? There you go. Stay. Good. Just tell me my name, I'll show you again. Go. All your weight is going in front of the head, right there. Go. Good.
Yes, I got it.
Good. That's all of this thing.
And then
So you stop. There you go. Now. And now go. Good. You're at each snap, that's what we're at. Push your way down the top. Just like that. Relax. Say what? Sir. Nice. Go. Yep. Go. Nice, man. Very good.
Good, good.
Ready?
This. Yours.
Thinking. That's all good. Go. Good. You got way on the top. Go. Nice.
Down and then
Like now. When you're ready to turn, the foot and move is what it means. So wait till you step, the foot that moves when you're in the home. Watch you get ready to go. This is what it means. Alright. That's what I want to happen is I want this turn, that's supposed to slide. Between my foot and your foot, going that way. Going that way. Listen. So.
Like the first section you would do.
Run along there, right? That's okay.
And the second section you would do underarm catchment around the wall.
Boom. Wait, time. Turn back to the time. That's the only time you get front stance when I put it down. That's fine.
I'm good.
Good. Nice. One more row.
You don't have to.
Good. What happens when you get down in this stance, that leg starts to get tired and then like,
One side and the other, that doesn't go forward.
Good. Go. You got weight down. You got weight down. That's what you got to really work on. Good. Go. Good. Go. Nice. Much better, man. Much better. Relax. When you hold the bow, rotate your hand, rotate it all around. The base of your wrist and your thumb is going to be against your thigh. Very good. In the bottom there, go bow, like about 3/4 back of the big bow, holding you on the wood. So your hand slide down the bow. Right corner, hey, grip it. Yeah. right back to your leg.
The punches
The
are.
thumb on your leg, it's like you're gonna go with the both in the right position. If my thumb is off, it's my leg, look. Even though it's just a little bit, it's a huge angle. So, both the toes. Now, biggest mistake most people make in Botox, see it every time. When they go to Joy, for some reason, they get the habit of doing this. They turn that foot out. Don't do that. Joy is Joy. You step yourself, you go regular Joy, turn it and everything, then you turn the feet in the back. Your left hand comes behind you, shoot your position. Good. First count, every Botox, same thing. Both, then slide down, and your index finger touches your shoulder. Make your foot.
Don't put it as.
Now your hand in my position. Okay? Good. Okay? Okay. Go ahead, Sugar. When she finishes up this time, let me know.
So, once you got here, roll. I'm gonna turn this side. It said the finger was actually.
One time you
I bet they remember it.
Oh, no, correct. Ready? George. Hit.
Right?
Good. Nice. Very good. Good. Now,
Go to, you better?
in the next count, your right foot is gonna come in. You're gonna turn your body all the way so you're facing that corner. That's what's gonna look like this. That's right. Now, at the same time, I'm gonna tell you this, this is gonna sound very weird. Your right hand, your left hand, this side of the bow is gonna strike, whereas your right hand is gonna do it. Okay? So watch. When I come up, I'm gonna come up. This hand is gonna do this. My right hand, bottom hand. So it's gonna turn this one to come up. When I do that, what's gonna happen is, the bow's gonna roll, so my hand's never offline. It's never offline, it's straight the whole time. And that creates this motion here. So I'm not coming down. Most people teach this. Boom. Okay, but it's not. It's here. Try that. Now I'm gonna kind of control it.
And just.
Good. Now bring yourself up. Good. You make sure all that hand is on that bow. Oh, right, yeah. Still right there. Okay, good. Let that count.
Don't catch it. Don't catch it.
Will you bring your hands, please? You made a huge already. Go. Look faster than you. Let that hand listen. Let this hand come control. Now, word of caution. Don't let that hand pump. You gotta hit that bone. That way you smack that bone. You ain't gonna be let it. You can muscle. There you go. Little faster than you don't want to be in that position. Your hands go back. Hands moving. Okay. You can't slide over it. Yes. I don't like the hand to be stuck on the boat. Okay. Your hamstring fluid go back. All right. That's a great question. There's a little faster. You're doing this. You're doing here. You're doing that. Kind of how? Okay. Better.
Frenchie,
Sir,
can you work on his tongue though?
can you work on the tone phone? You can't even spell tone phone. In Japanese, Sue.
I'm gonna be me. H. H, the first part is on the statue, one, and the second part.
Yes.
The second part is over here, that's gonna switch the second part.
What happens is you step back, you step away, so the hands can go this way. Step out.
Here, down.
Yes, now, look in the mirror. See this name disposed on? You never want to become flat. Okay. If you're pushing like this, whatever this will do. Okay. If you're pushing like this, hold it while pushing.
H.
There you go. Now hold
Oh,
it.
yeah, this. H.
A little here, you get a lot more strength. Okay. Now, if you make this strike, step forward with the right foot, I'm gonna tell you this, as you're stepping, you'll be pushing your foot away from you.
You push that way.
When you make your next strike,
H.
and it's done so with people, this is when I in this way. Don't pull this way, pull this way.
Wherever I forward, the back way, back way, side.
Okay, so what you do is you do this. Straight. This here, it's better than that. So your hands above your shoulder.
H.
So, feel this? Okay. This one. In.
H.
That one. Not. Yes. Yes. And the same thing here. When you hit with the bow, you don't hit with the tip. Okay? You hit here. Okay, think about it. If I had you like this. Okay, stab, right, I hit about this. What's that gonna do? Right. And you hit about 2 or 3 inches down. It's just a leverage. You understand leverage? And go like alright, ready? Alright, so you're not gonna what we do. Go ahead and do it.
Okay, Lord.
Alright. Go.
H.
Back to that left hand. Loose. Jab. There you go. This one right there. Off top. There you go. It's all same thing. So, think about it like this.
H.
When we teach finance, what's the number one combination we teach in finance?
I'm so confused. Now I'm confused. Down. Right here. H.
All right, everybody come to a stopping point and, finish up what you're doing. Oh, yeah, we'll make a lot of improvement, a lot of improvement. You gotta do that thing.
tacos.
Close, close,
It starts with a P.
ends with ice.
Brian's word size.
Precise? Oh my lord. That's I-S-E.
Right. Oh, practice.
Okay. Brown belts. What questions do we have on, I'm gonna say, what's that in
You might stream these. Like I said, it's hard for the phone. You like the bow tie? I think oh, the, okay, I remember. So when you're doing the, so I just did the kick and here, and I really when I do the 8 count, if I'm too far this way, it hits the knee. But if I'm too far this way, it.
Easy solution. I'll worry about the stance, change the angle of the strike. Okay, so go through the motion, I'll show you. Stop now. The issue is, if you try to strike here, look at how narrow the gap is here. Okay? But if you try to strike here, look at how wide that gap is here. Look at your strike here.
Oh, I thought I was out. I hit my stomach. Nope.
Those are nuts. No.
No, because it.
I feel it.
Oh, that's so close.
Yes. It always has been.
I think I'm out. I keep. I'm not gonna be able to do that full. Without much. What's that, S-I-S-E?
That's pretty good. So, what he's doing right here, he has not consciously thought about this. Think about it, okay? Why are you doing what you're doing right now?
So what I mean, what's a viable, word of town? I wanna actually hit
Why are you going through, why are you over and over again?
to feel the rush,
Say it again,
to feel it.
so that you feel what angle is comfortable. Sometimes it's not about knowledge, sometimes it's about what feels right in your body. Okay? Let them finish up, we'll all have a conversation about that together. She is right at a couple thousand. Okay, so since I'm on the soapbox of teaching styles and all that, if I just go ahead, make your mind, and sit down, let's talk about this for a minute. To go through that, what you're just doing. So, what we're talking about up here with the brown belts is when you get in this position in Oseki no Chaka, this is in the middle of the kata, so you come into a slanted Zenku Sudachi, and then you have to down strike here between the legs. Okay? So this is the teaching point. He was saying he doesn't feel comfortable with this, and here's you missed this, Mr. Logan, so I'll go through it again. Here's why you don't feel comfortable. He's looking right here. Okay, if he swings right here, the space he's got to go through is literally that wide. 4 inches. Okay? But if you adjust your hand and you come over just 3 or 4 degree difference. Now look, there's that much space. see? So you swing here instead of here. Now, how much of a difference is that?
Maybe like 5 inches, 4 inches. An inch.
That much. That's how much you're adjusting. But it gives you all that angle to swing through, see? So, go ahead and go. Now, when I told him that, we were all standing around talking about it, he started doing this over and over again. First time he went across the opposite leg, and that doesn't work, because it's an opposite leg. So it's gotta come through on the same side it comes down on, okay? So I asked him, I said, why are you doing that? Why are you going, keep swinging, I knew the answer. Well, why I asked the question, why you keep doing that? And he said,
So I can feel how my shirt can go.
he's trying to find by feel what's comfortable to him. How he can make that strike and it's gonna work and it feels right. So this is the point I was making about that. Sometimes it's not about what you know, it's about what feels right. Now, I said since I was on the topic of teaching and I was on that soapbox, I just made this a point of lesson. I was talking about this last night or a couple nights ago, I don't remember. Nicole's my sounding board, by the way. A lot of times I'll start talking about things, and she's like, and then to her credit, she's like, oh, I'm going to talk about it, explain it to me. So then I break it down, and I go through it, and she'll say, that doesn't make sense what you're saying. And I'm like, okay. That's good to know, because I need to know. Sometimes when you teach, what I do, the mistake that I make a lot, I teach too fast. Because I expect you to be able to pick up on it. And then I realize that sometimes you pass this and you go, wait a minute, and you back up from that. All right, how many times have you heard me say that? Okay? So when I say that, I realize it's not getting, my point's not getting across because I'm not giving it detail. So, talking about the feel for it. Not everybody's capable of doing the same technique the same way. You have to feel, you have to find through feeling what works for you. And that's called Shinkaya in Japanese, which means your method, or your form, or your way. And you can watch 50 versions of Hosei, and you're going to see 50 different styles if you're looking for the differences. Now, I said this to somebody a week or so back, I don't remember who it was. I don't teach the same thing to everybody. I teach things just a little bit differently. Stand up. Not you, you're a dog coach. Stand up. Stand up. His front kick is never going to be what his front kick is. Ever. Can it be just as good, just as powerful, just as effective? Absolutely. He's never going to throw a 7-foot front kick. Mr. Sampson, throw one today. I can take about 30 seconds and say, do this, do this, do this, do this, and he can kick 7 feet high. Promise you. Logan can't do it if he's jumping. They're different, right? You have all kinds of things. You have all kinds of different fighting styles, or different body styles, rather, that make you adjust what you're teaching. This Pam, obviously, is not going to be able to ever do spinning back hook kicks with her right leg. No, with her left leg, because it's her right leg she has to stand on. That's not going to happen. I'm never going to ask her to do it. Tammy can do one next week if I ask her to do it. Have you ever done one before? No? No? Have you ever broke board with it? Give me 10 minutes, you can. Okay? Because she's naturally, her body's built, she's got the flexibility, she's got the frame for it, all those kinds of things. So you have to be able to look at your students and go, okay, this student can't do this. This one technique they can't do, for whatever reason. Since the lead has an issue with her shoulders, she can't do this and go right down her right shoulder. She can't pull in and do that. Okay? So I had to adjust that section of that collar for her. She doesn't do that. None of y'all have ever noticed it, but she doesn't. What she does is she comes to here, and then she does 2 back fists instead. Does that work? Absolutely it works. Okay? Miss Pam can go down on her knee and do her double down down punch on a light show, she could. That's not the issue. Issue, getting up. So I told her, we're gonna modify that. So when you see things, left hip, your left hip,
It depends on what it is, sir.
Nicole has hip issues. She struggles with hook kicks. She struggles with spinning kicks. And of course, because I'm the way that I am, I'll make her work through it anyway. Go ahead.
She also struggles with high kicks.
Yes, side kicks. Yeah, that's another thing. Side kicks above hip high, you'll never see me ask her to do that, because I know it's not gonna happen. Again, it's one of those issues of, can she do it? Can she do a head high side kick? Absolutely, she can. She do a head high side kick to me. But, for the next 2 or 3 days, it's this. So you have to find those things that work, okay? My point is this, 2 things. Number 1, if you have some limitation that keeps you from being able to do A, B, or C, that's not a deficit. That's not a negative. It's just the way you are. Okay? There's a kata, advanced level kata. In fact, it's the most advanced level kata that we have, called Sanshiru. I joke about teaching it to the PLS all the time. It's actually has the beginning kata you learn. And there are kicks in it where you are here, you pull back, and side kick. Guess who's not going to do that? Me. I'm not ever going to do that. I enjoy being able to walk. So what do? Modify. Slide into it and round kick. Is that just as effective? Is it the traditional way of doing the time? No. But I don't have a choice. Now, you shouldn't feel bad about acknowledging, I simply can't do this. For years, I never said a thing to you about your side kicks. Right? Yep. Because he couldn't. He had some kind of bone thing in his foot. I don't know.
2 of the bones fused together, and I couldn't lock my ankle all the way.
Right. And he just couldn't do it. So when they told me, hey, he's got this foot, I was like, okay. So your side kick looks like that. Good deal. When you're teaching and you see somebody struggle with something, take a moment, just a moment, and ask, hey, is that something you can't do? Are you struggling? Why are we struggling? Okay? Find out why. Okay? There's the backside of that. When they say, no, I can't do that. Okay? Why? Always find out the why. Is it properly? Because the why may be, I can't do that because I haven't learned how yet. Or it may be, my hip doesn't turn that way. Okay? Well, why doesn't your hip turn that way? Got a little mini student, not gonna call out any names, one of the little minis, his side kicks just ain't right. So it's not right. And it's not because he can't physically do it, it's because his body is lazy. You understand that phrase? Okay. A lot of times you hear me say, quit being lazy. I'm not telling you you're lazy as a person. I'll give you an example. When you learn how to do a side kick, everybody in the room learns how to do a side kick the same way. I know who taught you. Okay? You were supposed to squeeze the hip, pull in, rotate, point the hip to the target, right? One of the things that very quickly deteriorates is that squeeze. If you don't focus on it and practice it all the time, it will gradually become this. Okay? There's a lot of difference between this and this. See? That's not you being lazy as a person, that's your body that's learned to be lazy. Your body is going to find the easiest way to do something. That's biology, nature. So you have to constantly fight it. Grind those techniques into your subconscious, make those techniques the correct way, and become your habit. So that when you do it wrong, when your body's like, oh, I'm tired. Back here, you're like, no, we ain't that tired. Okay? Does that make sense? So I'm not saying you're lazy people, I'm saying, hey, fix that foot, the foot's got lazy, alright? Anyway, kind of belabor that point a little bit. Any questions about what we know tonight? We really broke it down into individual groups. I almost said all the black belts. For you, stay on top of your beginning policy, okay? We're getting down to the end of it now. I know you've got your Goseki, Nunchaka. That leaves Rohada, Kariudo, and Hangetsu. Okay? Rohada Sai, not gonna be a problem. We'll go through that 2 or 3, 4 times, you'll have it. Kariudo, last time we did it, I'm not so fast, it was really good. That only leaves Hangetsu. So you're knocking on the door. Okay? There's no anything about the phrase. Okay. Super close. Super close. Does anybody have any questions all been over tonight? I'm going to stand up. I'm with you. I'm with you. Okay. Ready? Loose.
Renchi, ready?
Loose.
Inacho, ready?
Loose. Good night, everybody. Loose. Good work tonight, Matthew.